concentrate in the bay tomato paste out of market. Side has a installation, a bit silly has in a bay warehouse. What else has a bit silly? The basic get an access door for facilities now outside. You see, yeah, Obra,
Berekum.
The factory ni mo ani ewo no machines ewo Weddi West Africa tomato processing factory and agro farms na ye do no machines no and hunu ewo ho no ye to aso na mo de afama me hu machines no na adwuma ya
nti process ni nyina for line 1 no ha na sha ase they said the mechanic no ye wie installation ha say nyina ye be close no na create some access door e wo ha say platform a wo ha say no ye betrem akọ akire kakra nti say ye the tomato no every farms ho ne bana first of all be sorting first stage of sorting e be koso e wa se o almost sort we are be transfer into a crate. So those crates no ye the basic cold room ho cold room the whole structure now only a cold room it take about 500 tons of tomato paste. Entrance near be creative or down ho. And see forklift ebe climb be no ye tomatoes number e dey see this platform. So once it is brought onto this platform no, your workers are on befa crate no normal shegu this structure. This structure is called the receiving pool. Into yebenya nsuo bebre ebe create taps e wo ha sei nsuo no ebe pia tomatoes no afa tokro na wo hu wo honim. Nti efa tokro nim a na abepie ewo sa reservoir ya wo hu ha sei no aha nso nsuo bewom kakra nti tomatoes nyina befa sa ekwan na wo hu no tokro na wo na ba begu ha sei ebegu ha sei a machine way conveyor etwa no ho sei nti etwa no ho ni nyina na ade we fa tomatoes no every pool nim de na afa like conveyor way so nti be fa so na abeyi na go this second stage washing nti nozzle say a wo hu ase nsuo ebe fifiri mu nyina aba ebe pushi tomatoes na ahohoro ho ahohoro ho nso na afa animu sei no
what do you see?
afa we so sprinklers we so ebe pie nsuo pushi no na washing it properly. So once it goes through this process no na afro aba the first stage of sorting. Nti benya workers omugina ha sei omo be yiyim eyi tomatoes embrye tomatoes bia peche ana bia atete kakra any leaves any nua na bibisa wom no be yi ni nyina afrim. From that stage no na about what we call the screw conveyor. Nti so sha dane ne hu sei tomatoes wom nyina na picking from up kosro. Then it goes into the crusher. Crusher no ye machine bia peche tomatoes no ko nyina na peche no peche na e de na gu sa tank ya wo hu ase no egumu wi na eko sa tunnel ya wo hu ye frɛ no the preheater. Nti no ebe heat tomatoes no to a temperature of about between 80 to 85 degrees Celsius. Eno sa no ebe ma tomatoes na ye mre kakra. Nti ye mra na e de ne kɔ machine we a wo hu we. Ye frɛ no refiner. Refiner there are two stages. The first one you see up there no ebe ye no refining na wie. Ewia na epiama what you see here. Nti efrimu a tomatoes na ba no ene ne ho na ye hia no ne nyina ebegu sa container a wo hu wa sei no eno so wo some small screw conveyor bi ewom ebe pia tomatoes ni seed no na ho ni nyina ye hia no akogu container kɛseɛ ɛwɔ fam na ekogu mu wei a yɛntungu yɛde fra nnɛteɛ ɛne ade na yɛde ama yɛ agronomy department no na ɔmo de afra nnɛteɛ no ɛde ayɛ fertilizer so from there na abegu from the refiner no the very refinery we never abegu reservoir we mu now from here then it goes into a machine called an evaporator the evaporator ne say a produce steam a boiler no ebe produce no ebe hiti product tomatoes ne kakra e hiti ne nyina na e twi nsuo no e free tomatoes nim nti ebe twi nsuo ne nyina e free ema tomatoes no abeye more concentrated so once it goes through the evaporator then it comes to what we call the sterilizer nti we no e tubes a tomatoes ni nyina ebe fam e fam nyina no na e hiti ne kakra e hiti ne saa kopim tama ebe fa the last tunnel ni mu apie the purpose of it is to say emoa ana moa nketenkete a tomatoes ni mu nyina no once it is heating it no na ekumo amoa ni nyina afrim nti efiri ha na ya make sure say emoa ewo mu nyina eden ewu na de oho no ye friend filler nti filler no e na ebe pompe tomatoes no abegu container kesem na ye de rubber bi nso a friend no aseptic bag egum wi a na ye de egu container kesem na ye seal it nicely na product ne be free aba no ebetime agina ho mfie mienu a ensay na the purpose of it no say ye wi a ye de be see warehouse ho na ye ne most of tomato producing companies na organ hana kasa omama ya assurance say once we are able to get a tomato that meets their specification no ombema a quota I be supply amount so they don't need to go to China and bring in the tomatoes that they use in processing so I have be the end of line 1 so from line 1 no na about line 2 no na hu e wo ha sei no okay so line 2 no started from ahase first tank na ohu no ye be mix some stabilizers any additives e wo hase once we mix the additives and stabilizers no the second tank no e be ye the tomato paste na ye produce wa ha no ye de bi ebegum ye de gum wi a additives na any nsuo ne ye de mix wa ha no any tomato paste na ye de agu we mu ni nyina be ba tank we mu ebe mu a ye wo mixers ewo mu a ebe mixe additives ne tomatoes no I make sure say bibia a eden I mix ye but before say be tank nim no ye wo sieves any filters wo ha a tomato ni nyina be eden ebe fam I make sure say ayi unwanted material bi a ye mpe o tomatoes nim na ebe yi nim nyina ewi a na tank nim so from the tank no na aba machine bi a e frɛ no homogenizer the homogenizer ne say because ye dey additives any other stabilizers egu mu plus the tomato no one make sure na tomato no akodi afa na additives no so ayeden akodi afa and I be answer particles na ewo additives no ebe soso ebe akese nti machine we no e make sure say ebe break particles no into a very uniform portions yenya tomatoes ni bi say e bi wa afa na additives ni bi so wa afa if we ha na about what we call the vacuum degasser the vacuum degasser no so ye ne say because say mframa ene bubbles kakra ebe wo tomatoes ni free ha say ni ba no machine we no ebe yi sa mframa no ene gas ni nyina eden efri mu eno eboa ema yenya tomatoes ni taste ni ye eno nso ebema tomatoes na gina wache because microorganisms do mu hia ene oxygen eno no mbe hia ede ayeden enyini nti once say ye yi sa oxygen ni nyina ebe free tomatoes no tomatoes ni betima gina ayeden ache kakra obema taste ni nso ayeden aba a consumer ni dia obehu say different from what he gets on the market nti if we ha ebefa sterilizer ni mu we bi ena wa ha say no we eketwa ena wo hu wa ha say no nti tomatoes no nso be fam na heating no akoso na reduce some more wo ma ebe reduce ebe ku omu nyina So once it gets here no na akogu tank kɛseɛ wei mu. Ti tank kɛseɛ wei no keep tomatoes no na feed the filler machines. Your filler machines no maako 8. Sachet lines no a wohu on market nkete no yɛwɔ no ɛno 6. Ɛna yɛwɔ sachet akɛseɛ na wohu on market yɛfrɛ no SUP. Ɛno no yɛwɔ no ɛno so machine wɔ hɔ. Ɛna yɛwɔ PP yɛn mu wɔ market no can kɛseɛ no ɛno no yɛde market research na ehu sɛ most of the consumers ne say so ɔmo twa yɛnya pieces of can no a ɛkɔ product nim nti woyɛ obi a odi tomatoes da bia odi wɔ adwuma a odi ɛyɛ wɔ aduane a once wo twa no na tomatoes no tin no kakra na ɛkɔ mu with time no wobɛnya a lot of deposit in your system. Nti yɛyɛ research no it came to our attention say if you are able to get a container enya ade a ombetwa de bia ebi omutwa crate mi twitwa omonsa ne ade a eno beboa nti you go into a container called a PP polypropylene eno na yede bigger portion no ebegum nti once it goes through that process na aba what we call the sterilizer no so another stage of heating and making sure say microorganisms via ewo product no a ne nyina ebewu obi bebisa say mo ehiti product no wɔ ha ekum microorganisms no na adenti na mo san yɛ wɔ ha bim first stage no product no nko tomato paste no nko a go through the process but filler machines no wɔ ha tomatoes no yɛde egu container yen sterilize yɛ ana yen heat yɛ nti machine we no ɛkɔ no na make sure say moamoa bi wɔ container nim a yɛde tomatoes ni gu mu a ne nyinaa go through the process a kum saa moamoa no ansa na epie nti go through yɛwɔ chambers a baabi ɛyɛ nsuhyɛ nti filler machines the mechanical filler machines ni wɔ ha yɛ install yɛ ɛna ɛwɔ boxes as wɔn wɔ akyire hɔ a once ɛbɛyɛ installation no paste no ebeba begu sa containers nim nti egu containers nim na afa we so conveyor no so abɛhye machine we mu you understand machine we ni your compartment your baby a ɛyɛ nsuhye your baby a ɛyɛ lukewarm water as the dead kakra nti ɛbɛm a ɛtɔ nsuhye nim a make sure say ekum wa mo a ɛwɔ mu nyinaa ansa na afa the dead kakra ansa na afa the as ɛyɛ nyinu nti ɛbɛpie no na tomato no ene a container no ayenu enye eyi nti right from there no na akọ machine back on so a friend blower nti epia nse nsuo ebewo containers no kakra nti blower no be make sure say ebe dry product no very well before it goes into the packing side na omoyi e de ahye cartons mu na e de akọ market. So once it comes out of the packaging lines no yɛmfa nkɔ abɔnten animanimu ana mprempre nimu a yɛde bɛsi hɔ for 7 days ɛne yɛfrɛ no incubation period na 7 days they make sure say susu ampa bibi wɔ mu a after 7 yɛbɛ monitor nti esi hɔ 7 days no da bia yɛkɔ check ɛhwɛ sɛ bia bibi ɛwɔ mu a bibi mu after that 7 days no ansa na yɛde akɔ market ama consumers no ayɛde ɛuse nti process no ni nyinaa na ma cheche mu akyerɛ mu.
Apart from tomatoes na acquire raw material, no other product we will have, and raw material we are not flat tomato paste like
that. No, a very good question. Yeah, market research no. Nkofo bebre my asonte say products no mu hu na tomato paste no mu hu market no. Omanya institute say ye de niema bebre fra. Nti ye lab analysis no ene research no make sure say the product na ba be no yemfa sa nema fra. Nti we are getting a raw processed tomato yemfa nema bia emfra. They say the hu just
content no sugar o mo de no sugar kan.
Dabi. Yemfa sugar emfra.
Actually we nyina use we na process no be chance.
COVID na delay niema nka be ba no kra na start. COVID na delay nneɛma bebree. But sisi a yɛ plans ne sɛ by October, by mid-October na end of October no, na yɛ start a yɛ process nneɛma. Yeah. Okay. Me general manager nso wɔ ha nti sɛ bia ɔwɔ bibi kakra aka obetumi aka. Okay.
And I'm say quality assurance manager actually new money nyinaa from start to finish. I'm say challenge kɛse a yɛnya pa coronavirus na obiara nda ho adwene sɛ bɛsi na ɛsi yɛ no. Initially na here plans are nyinaa kyerɛ sɛ ɛsɛ start production by June. Corona ni see machine no e mane kyɛ yansan ebedu yɛ so no so ɔmo bɛba bɛboa ma yɛahyehyɛ no so ɛyɛ asɛm. Nti aban ne mboa nkakra na yɛtumi ɛfa ɔmo fi baabi ɛsɛ ɔmo fi ba. Na local team no so ayɛ den ɛbɔ ɔmo ma sisia no. Nea wohu ayi nyinaa no yɛhyɛ aseɛ just a month ago. And this is about 70% complete. Nti sɛ ɛma ɛho bɛyɛ sɛ 2 to 3 weeks bi ka ho. Betumi wie, then after that point, there will be trials and testing to make sure say BBI pepe. Yeah, kase mu even though corona no a delay in your there, but no ama yantwentwen so wɔ farming activities no. Nti sɛ woba Hines TVs eba ha just a month ago. Tomatoes ebugu ha because any farmers no agreement say omudua yebeto. Many will say yabo cargo, but I know the any farmer no problem. Ye toye, ye too be guye. Na say and hunti and a factory has say. So post harvest losses now every year be no munya glata no. This is here to solve that problem. And with the support we have had from Exim Bank, 1D, 1F, local assemblies, Ministry of Food and Agriculture, local office, Tano North, Berekum West officers in we have been able to do so much and bring the project this far in about 14 months since we started. So Ejinaha yedo biase say media for more Chrome Hanes Sunyani Bono region you have helped us. The last time Minister by Mobile Harbour capture and we made an appeal through your media. The government has responded in several ways, but we are still asking for more, of course, because a big janana provided jobs na yeshe say be creating na nina ejina yen boarding boy ebebo any aban so involved between the aboy na make sure say project in ejina menu ka say start production ya employee cra almost 150 or more depending on the number of shifts. Say a year 2 shift of 12 hours now we are talking about 200 staff. And no or more ye before more directly from a hanum ni baby on befiaba. Menu can say your farmers of about 2,000 in who have been registered in 2 groups, Berekum West Tomato Farmers Association and a Tano North Tomato Farmers Association. Any tomato beer near processor any the Semeka. We hear tomatoes are Sabi in Sue Esha. Because in Sue Mubebri concentrate our Benyano, Unyan Bebri. In Tiankasa through Ministry of Food and Agriculture introduction and recommendation, a pointing in the right direction you could be more varieties be here. Trials near there. After the trials, we came up with 4 varieties. 4 varieties mumienu na sisi ano any farmers no eye ho adwuma. Nti obia ye beto tomato fe bi fi no first of all so grow the variety that is useful for production that we have tested here and guarantees between my yield and the qualities we want. And if you also are, because we are partnering farmers to do the best in terms of agronomical practices. If you are a farmer and you are not following the advice of your assigned extension officer, we don't deal with you. So we are dealing with specific varieties of tomatoes. Say my qualities are using in manufacturing. In saying tomatoes beer na use. Nti kwenyi biara ya register no biara no. The form of support I demand no enye seedlings nko a enye seats nko a. First of all no your money seats. Your function in same your the officer now are responsible for the farm now so kwahwe so no. Iwia your man fertilizer. So when you fungicide and pesticide depending on the observation of the officer no I recommend in there wabeji. So it goes beyond the provision of seats. Now the plan eventually is say you be build it next year. You be next seats no your model farms. And it's a farm and you ready so be the idea na and your seats no benya seedling rather. So we curtail all the problems that we may be facing when they go out and nest on their own fields. Yeah. Yeah, that's just very.